Alright, so I just threw some breakfast in me, and I'm gonna go ahead and continue onwards. So yeah, this is what this is what I have planned. Um, so we got, I think, all the pieces now. So all the pieces and parts are kind of there at this point. Now all I want to do is start putting them together, right? So logo, menu, game. This stuff kind of exists already. The solution solver thing is what we're working on now. So the select the solver I don't have yet. So because all I have really is just HSP, and with novelty maybe. Anyway, PDDL. We have the paper, and it's draggable and zoomable. Now we just got to kind of show it. So that's what we'll be working on right now, is the get this to show, and then also get the status bar to do all the stuff in the background. So okay, let's see what we can do there. So I think for right now I'm gonna jump into the main game scene. Sure. So here we go, the main game scene. Oh, what did I do? Hit play, get the logo screen. Menu screen, hit start, level 1 or 2, hit level 1. That's the cinematic, it's awful. Broke it, it's gone. Alright, so I have that view PDDL button, so that's under, I guess, level right now. So let's go to the level scene. Level scene, yeah, these two buttons. So instead of having two buttons, I'm going to make it one button, and when you first hit it, it's going to start just doing everything. So let's do it. I guess the other thing I can do here is on the set text, if text does not equal null. Do that. Okay, cool. Has a good check, so you won't get errors. It's good and bad. It's good when you don't have it, and you don't really need to have it, but it's bad if you expect it to have it and you're like, why isn't it working? So yeah. So let's dive in here a little bit. So level should have a level controller kind of script. And oh, maybe it's the game controller. Let's take a look at the game controller. Oh, component. Oh, okay. It just starts the prefab. Alright, no problem, no problem. So it really is just a level. Ah. Yeah, except not this one in particular. Man, so many scripts. Alright. Level controller. How do we know what's happening here? Number of times enable. Num times enables. It's pretty funny. Pretty funny naming. Create level. Play cinematic. Who calls that? Start. Bet you it's on start. Alright, so this is what I'm going to do. Oh wow. Status.setText loading level. You can even say level or dot current level, right? Current level. Nice. Alright, so that's pretty cool. Loading level 1. playing cinematic. I can do that in the playing cinematic, and then game resume. Interesting to have a status bar, so if I hit play here, it's not going to do anything, is it? At least far as status bar wise. Oh, and you don't even have a cinematic. But if I went back to game here, let's see if that works. This is kind of the more the polish at the end. So here we go. Start menu, level 1. Should have said playing cinematic. Oh, but there is no status, so it's kind of doing exactly what it's supposed to be doing. Game controller. What if I gave you a status bar? Initializing status text. Start level 1. Playing cinematic. Game resumed. Love it. And look, game controller can do all sorts of crazy stuff. So here we go. And it's that set text, show logo. Sorry, we'll do it here. Showing menu, showing logo. I like my little 3 ellipses. I don't care right now. Level, showing level select. Loading logo. Showing logo, right? Showing logo. Loading menu, showing menu. Loading level select, showing level select. Showing level. Loading level. Loading next level. Yeah, okay. This, these 2 things will just kind of load the level anyway. Alright, so, hit play. We have a status. Showing logo. Showing menu. Showing level select. Playing cinematic. Game resumed. I like the triple dots, so even on level controller. Game resumed. Ba, 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 ba. This doesn't even show, so I'm not gonna even worry about it. Yeah, the things that don't show, don't worry about it. Like under game controller, all these on game controller components. I'm not worried about this right now. These loading things, not worried about it right now. Everything loads really fast. Okay, but not just that. I think in level controller, game resumed. And playing cinematic, right? That's the other one I kind of want to put the triple dot on. Alright. There we go, showing logo, showing menu, showing level select, playing cinematic, game started, resumed. Like it. Alright, so we got our little status bar. It's doing pretty good. Let's see. Showing logo, showing menu, showing level select, playing cinematic, game started or resumed. You can play around. Yeah, I don't know. It feels... It's not very smooth, this keyboard movement. I don't know if it's my keyboard. I don't know. Anyway, not too worried about it right now. Okay. So we got game started, game resumed. Now I'm going to hit view PDDL. It just says thread completed, which means it's using a thread. Alright, this is where I kind of need to start getting a little crazy. Level controller. Actually, before I even do level controller, alright, let's go. Scenes. Yeah, save the scene for now. Alright, what am I doing here? We are gonna make that paper happen, right? So we go to prefabs. Well, let's go ahead and give it a status, just so even playing cinematic didn't really play cinematic, did it? So make sure you move that to the right spot on play cinematic, because it's not there at the top. It's gonna be here. Okay. And the other important part is starting game, I guess. Showing level blur. Showing level 2. Alright. Alright, this is looking pretty good. Alright, I'm feeling pretty good about that. Now we gotta get the paper to show up. So that's gonna be on this button. So I'm gonna make this kind of a bigger button. Just a little bit bigger. So under level, canvas. Plan. And I'm gonna just say plan exclamation point. And then I'm gonna make you kind of bigger, like a 50, maybe a 75. Yeah, alright, that looks good. And text, best fit. Okay. There we go, plan. So we just hit play and you can hit plan. Now what happens when you hit plan? Now that's going to be the tricky part. So we're going to go to level controller again. Can I apply this? I hope so. Hope that applied it to the prefab, which I think it did. But we don't have our cinematics anymore. That's okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna put them at all and just regret it. Yeah, apply. Okay, and then I'm gonna just delete them right quick. Alright, yeah, level's doing something. Level has a button that runs a script. Get plan. Alright, cool. So let's go to level controller and look at that. So level controller, close everything but this. Let's clean this up a little. Level controller is this. Yep, looks great. I'm gonna make this a little smaller so I don't have to look at it as much. Okay, level controller. There is a get plan function. So let's see, get plans gonna be up here. Get plan. All right. Oh, not the one I'm thinking of. I'm gonna get the get problem. But anyway, get problems and get plans gonna be all part of the same thing. Get PDDL. So here we go. This is all gonna just do the same things here. Basically this thread's going to create the next thread somehow. So, for now, you commented out. Alright, getting it to PDDL should be easy, and then we should be showing that right away. So, status dot set text getting PDDL or loading creating PDDL And then here, status. Actually, I almost don't need to do that anymore. I don't. Alright, status dot set text dot showing PDDL, and this is after we instantiate the paper. So how are we going to do this? I think I'm going to pause the game here. I don't have to do that yet though. Alright, showing PDDL. Let's see. String PDDL. Alright, so we had the PDDL. Okay. So we have a PDDL. We're going to have to create a new paper object. So game object paper equals instantiate. We're going to call this paper prefab. We're going to make a field. It's going to be up here. It's going to be around the cinematic. I'm going to put it by the ghost. Game object. Public. Okay. Level. Prefabs. Should be a paper object. There we go. Alright, so we got the paper object. Pause, resume. Okay, so we got this PDDL. Looks like we're still. Alright, I won't stop that. We're in get plan. We instantiating the paper. Paper dot get components. What's it? Paper. Is it paper controller or is it the paper input? It's the other one. Paper input. Paper input 2 dot is it neither of those? What it? Alright, we might have to get the paper scene. Excusez-moi. I am going to go to the paper scene. And we are going to look at what is going on. Paper controller. Duh. That makes sense. Oops. Paper controller. And you should have some kind of function for me, right? No, you don't. So paper controller. I need to somehow set the text on paper controller. Let's see. Paper resize. Oh, paper resize has it. But that's not really gonna. I need to have it on this paper UI. Can I get component in children? Because if I can do that, that's how I'm rolling it. Get component in. Get component what? In children for sure. Paper controller dot set dot what's it? Yeah. Oh, it's paper resize. Sorry. Paper resize dot set text to PDDL. Alright. Maybe? Oh, I obviously know what you're gonna do. The other thing I wanted to do was scenes level Alright, all very interesting. But the bad thing is it's not rotated to how I need it to be. Um, so let's see, can we say paper dot look at dot transform dot look at, I don't even know, camera dot main dot transform? That'd be horrible. Funny thing is, it's just getting paper object. Oh, cause paper UI is not a thing. Okay. Let me break this instance. How do I do that? Game objects, break prefab instance, prefabs, paper UI, get rid of paper object. I'm getting there, I'm getting there. Prefab scenes. Prefabs, paper UI, paper UI. Yeah, so that's good. Now if I could go to scene, the level scene, save this, sure. Go to level. We lost our. We're missing one, so we're gonna do paper UI for the other one. Save that, play that. Let's see what happens. Showing level 2, hit plan. Alright, that's good. Just this doesn't rotate. Go it the other way. No. That's all position anyway. Reset. Sorry, I was trying to get this part going. Alright, what if I made you 90? You'd try to get back to 0. I see your dilemma. And I guess it should be negative 90? No, I think 90 was right. Okay. So that is our piece of paper. It's casting a shadow, which is hilarious and amazing. Um, What if I just said get component in children? Would you work? Yeah, I guess that's the other thing I need to check. Is it actually getting the right plan? Ka, ka, ka. Alright, I think this is all order of operations kind of stuff. So we're trying to set text. Set text is trying to happen in here, but we just instantiated it, so even start probably hasn't started yet. So what I'm going to do, let's just say string to be placed equals, so okay, if it's nothing, and the only reason text mesh would be null is if this thing hasn't started yet. So that's why I'm using this to be placed kind of thing lazily. But you know what? Whatever. And look, to be placed equals to be placed equals blank, and if it's blank then just say text mesh that's text, otherwise to be placed. And then you just set it the text. Alright, I'm happy-ish with that. Alright, so paper UI is apparently working. But I prefer you to be at the 90 degree. Alright, has player 02, nice. has cell, has box, cell 1 1. Nice. Alright, and then basically alright, what can we do to get this to work? Hard code to fix here. So here we have the paper object, paper dot transform dot find child, and whatever. We're gonna do paper. If I looked at paper UI, what do we got? Paper object. So under level controller, we're gonna look for paper object dot transform. Oh, this is dot transform dot local rotation plus equals new vector 3. I'm gonna just go 90 0 0. What do we think? That local Euler angles. Oh, we could take out that look at. I don't know if we still have that. Yeah, don't worry about this one. Hmm. Alright, that's just gonna have to do. No gray box around it, but that's okay. Alright, no gray box. So we're gonna go back to paper scene. We're gonna get this paper UI, this camera thing is just gonna have to go away. Apply. Yeah, that sounds good. But everything else should be okay. Oh, except, what did I screw up? It's under paper resize. What if I said just null? Was that what you were thinking? Yeah, alright, cool. Alright, that looks good. So now, level controller. I'm sorry, go back to level. Yep, please. Play this. Plan, and then we get this piece of paper. Alright, I want the piece of paper to be over everything, so I'm going to give it a little bit of a Y, like 1 or 2. So where are we at? Paper.transform.local position. Let's say plus equals new vector 3 0 1 0. What do we think? Alright, we can even make it a little higher, like 2 or 3. Let's do 3. Thanks, fanboy. He's so angry at me for playing in editing in play mode. So that's pretty cool. We got this piece of paper we can drag around, and it just has our okay. Here's all our objects, and here, more importantly, has player cell 2, yep. Has box cell 1 1, yep. And 3 1, cool. And all those other relationships that you love so dearly, including these adjacent 2's. Alright, cool. And the goal is basically to have it at 2 2 and 4 2. And there you go. Okay, so good. I'm glad, I'm glad that we got the paper popping up. And then we can hit done and basically it goes away. Uh-oh. We get 2 papers. Definitely got to be careful for that. Can we hide the plan button temporarily once we click it? I need to, so we'll definitely do that. But I'll worry about that in just a bit. Alright, but that'll be post cleanup. So we kind of wanted to do everything as we are doing the planning. Should I show into PDDL? Actually, show me the domain first. That'd be even better. Yep, so that doesn't even really show. Showing domain PDDL. Alright, so okay, it's going to show the domain PDL first, and to do that, we don't have to do any of this right now. Where do I need to go? Alright, all we gotta do is set text to domain.text. And so that will get us the domain PDDL. So now after that, what can we do with paper? Paper dot, or better yet, paper controller dot on click done. Let's plus equals show domain. I think that's what we want to do. And then guess what we're going to do? We're going to make a function called show domain. Private void show domain. And so what's show domain going to do? It's going to, oh wait, no, we're not going to show domain. On this, we're going to show problem. So we can totally just refactor that, show problem. Alright, so show problem is going to do this stuff. So, okay, paper controller dot on click done. The first thing I'm going to do is unsubscribe from this event, so we're not going to worry about showing the problem anymore. But we are going to go ahead and create a whole new set of fun stuff. So we're going to say, okay, paper, put it back up there, do something funny with that, and go ahead and show me the PDDL. And then on click done. Let's not do anything just yet. Okay. So let's see what happens. We have Sokoban. When we start, you can move around. When we hit plan, a piece of paper comes up. And so this piece of paper is going to be the domain. So hey, this is the Sokoban domain. We have one action that's move player, and the other action is push box. So there we go. That's our Sokoban domain. I'm going to hit done. And now we're going to get this other PDDL file, which I'll make sure we say what we're doing down here. We're showing problem PDDL. Okay, plan. And so here we go. For this object, we're going to have this plan. It's a little cut off, but that's okay. Done. Here is the problem. We're at level 2. Done. Alright, and so, we got the 2 pieces of paper to show up. What are we going to do from here? I mean, we got the domain. So basically it converts this level into this awesome document, and then this one's going to convert this level to this awesome document. Now we need to actually use these 2 documents to solve the problem, or get the solution here. So, okay. And actually, the secret is I want this to all sort of happen in the background while you're looking at the 2 documents. So, yeah, that is the trick. Okay, man, I don't even know where to start. so let me see something. I'm gonna clear out the bottom here. Should be blank after I hit play again. So right when I hit plan, I see, and it even completes the thread like almost instantaneously. One thing that isn't happening, which isn't a big deal for me, is the rotation. That's okay. Oh well. I'm not too worried about it. I'm not too worried about it. Just enough is pretty cool. Alright, showing the PDDL problem, and then done. Okay, so in the background, it's going to be solving for a whole bunch of other stuff. So let's see if we can get that to happen. So first, you're going to get the problem. Then you're going to say, okay, got the problem. Yeah, let's just do this all with debug log in the background. So, okay, debug log. Thread getting problem. Thread complete. Getting problem. Alright, so that's kind of how I'm going to format it, like that. Like this. Thread started getting problem, thread complete getting problem. I'm going to unsubscribe everything, and then I'm going to just go ahead and call the next function. So this is kind of obsolete now. Alright, so we're getting that problem. Oh no, this is not when you're getting the problem. You're already complete at this point. So here we go. Thread started getting problem. Then you're going to make the thread start the thread. And then basically thread complete getting problem. No problem. Alright, so we got the getting the problem, got the problem. Then we're going to make a whole new thread. This guy. This is Control KU. Alright. Then we're going to start a new thread. Thread started getting next states, I guess. And then on thread complete. Where do you see this class? Okay, here we go. Thread complete, getting next states. Then you just reset everything. Okay, is it that easy? I mean, I definitely got to kind of rework the workflow here. Alright, this guy, I don't think I need to do you anymore. Let's make you a function, and we'll just call you show domain PDDL. Show problem PDDL. Oh, we need the PDDL. My bad. Okay. I don't mind getting this twice. It's a little inefficient right now, but we'll figure it out. Alright, so get plan. We're going to get the domain PDDL. Regathian, man. No, I'm kind of new to the whole threads thing, so I'm just managing. It's just one thread. It's one additional thread, just a thread outside of Unity. So I'm not really worried about making a whole thread pool. But basically I want these threads to kind of run in the background while Unity's playing the game. But yeah, no, good idea, dude. Thread pools sound amazing, and probably easier to use than me just trying to like keep creating a thread. But when it comes to like that asynchronous coding, like I really got to pay attention to when what is running, just so I can make sure I get all the values right. So here we go. Show domain PDDL, and while this is showing, go ahead and run the thread problem of getting the problem. And once you get the problem, you're gonna say on thread complete. It's not really get problem, but more of like assign problem. Assign problem. And then so we got the problem. And now we're going to get next states. And then so get next states is this guy, and thread complete. Go ahead and be happy. Alright, Lordy. Okay, so here we go. We got this level 2. So it's getting next states, and while it's getting next states, I can check out these things, which is very nice. And then I can hit done, and I'm here. Those 14s are annoying. Anyway, yeah, that's it. Alright, so that is definitely getting the next date. Not too shabby. What's on my agenda? So I'm showing the paper PDL, showing the paper problem, and then showing the ghost. Okay, so that's what we're kind of working on next, is showing the ghost. Then getting the options. Alright. But it's very cool. I'm so happy with the threads because now it's not stopping my game as I'm doing it. So like the second I hit plan, it's gonna do everything. Like you can see it got the problem, it's getting the next states, and while it's doing that, I can still play the game. And that's great. And so I can check out this pseudocode, which is PDDL, what Bamboy was saying. And then I can hit done, and then here we go. And I might show those only after I'm really done. So let's say, let's make, man, this class is just getting unwieldy. Private bool is looking at paper. So it's gonna be false, but when you first click the get plan, Is this the get plan? Yeah. Is looking at paper equals true. And then you just keep doing that until, yeah, this part. Finish with paper. Why not? And you're like, oh, you don't exist yet. I'm like, no, undo. Finish with paper. Generate a whole new method for me, please. And then all I'm going to do here is just looking at paper equals false. And then basically and not is or is looking at paper. Then you return. Alright, so hopefully that won't pull up those crazy 14s while I'm kind of looking at the code. Where's my Unity? Alright. So here we go. Showing level 2, I hit plan, you're showing the domain PDDL, and it's doing its processes there in the background. That's very cool. And then I can hit done here, and now I'm showing the problem. And then it says started complete, so it's got the next dates, which is great. So when the second I hit done here, I'm ready to go. Done, and there we go. We got our little ghost. Oh, very cool. And so basically, what these numbers represent is how many steps will it take to get to the goal. And this is just an estimate, so it's not the exact solution. So if I move here, I'll get 14. If I move there, it's 14. But I went 2 steps in the future, which I don't know why it doesn't grab this one. So that's kind of something I gotta look at. But alright, that's pretty good progress for right now. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. Alright. Alright, so that's great. I'm going to see if I can make a remove ghost function, so that's going to be here on the level controller again. And yeah, so that level controller is getting really big, really crazy, but it's okay. It's doing what it's supposed to do. Love this part. Thread getting next states, and then it just like gets the next states while I can still play. So that's my favorite part of this whole thing. I'm gonna try building this. I know it's a little crazy to do. Oh yeah, and it's gonna be the game. Okay, cool. So let's say build. Yeah, that sounds great. Sure. Because I'm going to present this in class, and I really want it just to be like an executable, which would be great. Oh, alright, I'm just kind of leaning on my desk for a bit while I wait for all of this to happen. And while it builds, man, I got a new cable modem, and I'm streaming at 2 megabits, and man, it's dropping like no frames. Well, except my camera when it loads the CPU. But yeah, I mean, as far as streaming wise and network bandwidth, it's been awesome. I love my new cable modem. Oh my gosh, this is taking forever to build. A lot longer than I wanted to. Damn boy. Man, Fanboy's a troll if I've ever seen one, dude. Fanboy. Dude, I'm building my game, so I think the webcam frame rate's gonna suffer a little bit because this is building. But what I don't understand is why it's taking so long to build. I guess there's a lot of scripts and stuff. Oh, Fanboy's not a troll. Yeah. You're just saying how it is, right? You're not a troll. You're just being honest. Yeah, I don't know if that's true, Regathian. Like it might be. Uh yes, you know what I do have? I have tons of scripts I'm not using. Maybe that's what's happening. Oh, but it's finishing up. It's finishing up. Yeah, that build time was ridiculous. I totally agree. Alright, yep, fantastic. Windowed, awesome. Made with Unity. Personal edition. Alright, that should have said showing logo, but that's okay. Hit start. Awesome, here's my level select. Level 1.
I'm
OMG.
sorry, I didn't get that.
Oh, Cortana, you suck. Yes, okay. My loading of the levels is not correct. Yeah, Regathian, I don't know what took so long for that. Even with like 1,000 scripts. Yeah, you're right. It's just text, right? Should have got that no problem. All right, so yeah, it's not picking up the level, which is a big deal. Um, am I really using hard-coded levels? Which is yeah, I have them in levels. They're not in resources. Yeah. All right. That's the next thing I got to do. So I can't really do the build thing yet. I have to load it from resources and then figure it out from there. So we'll just have to deal with it in here. Man, alright. That's another thing I got to do. So for now, I'll just maximize this. Alright, so this is me moving around. I'm going to put my character right there. Hit plan. The domain should be fine. It's just this next part that should be... Alright, so has player should be cell 2-1, so this is 0-1-2, and that's 1. Perfect. So that's all good and dandy. We're done here. And so like it doesn't have the ghost yet because it's still computing. So I definitely want to like pause the game while this is happening. Even though it's going to be super annoying. There we go, here's the ghost. The boxes are still not working for some reason. So okay, it's saying, hey, you should move your character in one of these two locations for it to be better. And I agree. Alright. What am I to do next? Besides fix the levels. Well, I think I can be done with the status bar thing. So okay, let's finish up this episode. I'll be back in like an hour to continue further. But finishing up this one, we're gonna go ahead and get the README file. Let's go to the bottom here. What did we do today? It's probably easier to write this up in source tree because I can see all the differences. So besides the README, we definitely played with the level prefabbed. Besides the prefabs, what did we do? Those are some scenes. Here we go. Game controller. Showing some statuses. Paper resize. We basically implemented the status bar, right? That's at the end of the day. Added fixes for status bar. And we also set a bunch of status bar update points in code. And that's what we did. Go to the README, just because I like to have it in here. Alright, so that's saved. Close this out. Let's just close everything out to make sure everything's saved. Yep, yep. Alright, I'm cool with that. Scroll up here. Check that all in. Put an enter. That looks fine to me. Let's commit this bad boy. And that is it. Alright guys, I'll be back in like an hour, maybe sooner, to handle more of this fun times with Sokoban. Thanks. Bye.